Welcome to episode 100 of Crosstown Cardboard. What's the name of this episode, Craig?
Episode 100. No, that's it.
Just that, okay.
Maybe. Working title.
Working title. We just had an epic interaction. We're filming live here at the National. We're going to talk to a bunch of our podcast buddies and hobby friends for episode 100. It's a family affair. We're going to celebrate the century mark. And Craig, we're filming live at the National in Cleveland. What just happened to you here?
We turn the corner, go to the bathroom, and I see one of probably my favorite athletes ever growing up, Mike Piazza, number 31, Nets legend, taking photos with people. And admittedly, when we pulled up to the line, people were taking photos. I didn't see a line. Did you see a line?
I didn't see a line.
The line was wrapped around the corner, about 100 people long. Oops. Kind of snuck in front, got a picture of Mike Piazza. So that was awesome for me. I got to share with him one of my favorite cards, which was the Piazza David Wright dual patch, which I think he appreciated. So I don't usually geek out over seeing athletes like that, but considering I have Mike Piazza cards, he's one of my favorites growing up, and we got to see him, I mean, what a story.
Yeah, that was awesome, and no idea there was a line. And then you were talking to him, you're like, do you collect? Like, what do you got? You know, oh, thanks so much, Mike. And then the guy came up on the stage, he's like, yeah, we have like 200 people waiting in line. But you were able to get in front of the line because of your connections, your hobby friends.
Yeah, no name dropping.
No
we don't want to get anyone in trouble.
Just some friends, but that was an awesome interaction also. And we're joined by our buddy Tom. Tom, what's your Instagram, first of all?
973_collectibles with a K.
And Tom, we saw in the line, linked up, faithful listener of the podcast. Tom, what's your evaluation of your first National here?
Yeah, so first time at Nationals. It's definitely overwhelming at first, but once you kind of get your feet underneath you, per se, it's really cool. It's cool to see a lot of people come together for, expensive cardboard.
And we've been talking about some non-sports collecting as well. I picked up a Mike Wazowski and Sully dual Topps Chrome Disney autograph. What's the non-sports scene? Because I know you're big into Star Wars.
Yeah, so the one notion you'll hear all the time is Darth Vader and Pikachu can't break their legs, so their value is pretty stable. But being a kid growing up on Star Wars, being a big nerd, it's really cool to see Topps come out with newer products, innovative products that are kind of captivating us fans and kind of pulling us into the hobby. So.
All right, bro. Nice to meet you, Tom.
Yeah,
thanks for listening to the pod, and we'll keep hanging out here.
Yeah.
Here with my great buddy Andrew, St. Croix Cards. And Andrew, you guys got something special going on here at the Slab Stocks booth. You guys were here at the National last year in Chicago. I got to catch up with you. And I bought a Paige Becker's rookie autograph out of this case, PSA 10, which is really cool, numbered out of 50. What exactly is this case and the message behind it?
So every year, Aaron Nowak does a Camp Kesem charity event. So what he does is he reaches out to the community, he asks for donations. Camp Kesem is an organization, a group that send kids that have been affected by cancer to camp for a week. So whether their parents have passed away from cancer or they're dealing with cancer right now, it gets them away, stress, anxiety, all the things they have to deal with on a day-to-day basis, and they get to be around kids that are like them, so they can kind of open up and tell their stories and kind of have some healing in that as well. So the community, the sports card community is massive, and they donate all of the things that have been in our case, and then over the National, we sell this stuff and we donate it all to Camp Kesem. So this is hobby driven. And it just shows how great a community we really have, and how just giving and caring they are to a good cause. So we really appreciate them. We appreciate the hobby. Thank you, Carmine, for participating and getting that page. That was really big.
Yeah, that's incredible. I just think the cause is great. The card was super cool, which was also a big factor, of course, in the cause to spend the money.
Absolutely, and you think somebody donated that card.
Somebody
donated that card so that people could go to camp, and it's just an incredible organization.
That's what I was going to say, Andrew, because you got a near $1,000 asking price on this Ronaldo. I paid $425 for that Paige Becker. So who are these people who are donating the cards?
So we have people all across the community. I mean, there's so many people that just send in. Aaron does a good job of documenting that on his page. Like he'll throw out the people who are sponsoring the event and those kind of things. So we're just very blessed, and we just it just says how the people in the hobby are fantastic, and I can't thank them enough. And this is such a good cause. They appreciate it too. I've had the opportunity to go to their kind of like their balls or galas, and they just are so appreciative of all the help that the hobby's given them. It's a big deal.
Yeah, it's great. And in addition to the great charity case, you guys set up here in the back part of the National, massive space. what has been selling really well for you guys that has been like the best mover as far as business?
I mean, a lot of everything. I mean, we've been busy Slam the entire week. I would say, some of that Bowman Chrome University stuff, that college basketball and football stuff is a big sell.
Okay.
We do a lot of soccer, and you don't see a ton of soccer here at the National, and so a lot of people, it's a stopping point for them, and so they come and hang out. We talk soccer, and I love to talk, as you can tell through this video, and so it's been great. I love catching up with people that you see once a year, like you, Carmine, and it's great to be a part of such a great community.
All right, bro. Thanks so much for the time.
Absolutely. Thanks for stopping by.
I ran into a good buddy. Introduce yourself.
All right, my name is Austino. Know Craig for a couple of years now. Met at a card show a couple of years back. New Yorkers. I live in Connecticut now, but we're still pretty close. And enjoying the hobby together, having a good time.
I see you at shows.
Yep.
I see you at Bleecker events.
Yep.
And of course, I see you here at National.
Yes.
You got incredible stuff.
Thank
What
you.
was the best thing you got? What was the big sailor move that you made? So you were shopping some good stuff around at trade night on that first night.
I definitely moved a lot of good cards. Could use a little bit of the cash, maybe put into something else. But I really didn't pick up anything other than the Jackie Robinson. I got this Jackie.
I got to see that.
So
I've made a play for that before. I love that card.
I picked up the Jackie, 3 game used, 1 patch.
We see it?
Absolutely.
How easy access do you have to it right now?
I would have to really dig into it.
Don't worry about it. We'll get it later. We'll work it into the video, right? You can edit that. Yeah.
But it's multiple colors, though.
Yes, so multiple color patch. Really cool card. I think out of 5. Really don't come across many Jackie patches. Definitely something I might hold on to for a bit. Really cool card.
I like that one.
Only at National.
You don't see a lot of chunky Jackie patches.
Yeah, only at National you'll find them.
And as far as seeing your friends, love just hanging out with you. You
Always.
listen to us?
Yeah.
Podcasts?
Every week. Haven't missed one.
Why?
You guys are New Yorkers, number one.
Yeah.
You guys have an honest, fun podcast. You guys just talk about, your lives and incorporate them with cards, and kind of get away from the craziness of the card hobby and the fun of it. I like the fun of it.
Amen. And we talk cards, but we talk about life too. This is real. This is real friendship.
We actually talk food.
We do.
We discuss what are we cooking today.
Yes, we're sending out cooking videos on Instagram. You inspire me a little
yes,
bit.
I do. Oh wow.
Pasta dishes mostly, right?
Yeah, pasta dishes.
Very Italian theme.
Yeah, very Italian themes. Pasta dishes, a lot of fun. A lot of appetizers, I think. Cool little simple dishes to make. So it's not just cards. We talk a lot about food.
And you know what? I love your tagline on Instagram when you like to hype people up for new cards.
Oh yeah.
You just crashed IG.
You just crashed Instagram.
Yeah, that's this guy.
Yeah.
I love that.
Because sometimes the cards are just
Yeah.
incredible. You just crashed it.
What was one card you saw that you could think of maybe today or this weekend that would have crashed Instagram?
Jeez, what? Jordan Kobe autos, Jordan Kobe auto patches. It's just, I don't know, it's just crazy.
Pretty cool.
Like the things you see here, you don't see anywhere else.
You're the man, Augustino. Great to see you.
Thank you.
All love,
Yeah.
and I'll see you in New York for sure.
Oh, definitely, absolutely.
Here with Scott, WCO Cards, aka the Soo Expo chairman and CEO, because as you know, we had Scott on recently, talked on the podcast, great interview, found about all your desire to set up this great space for soccer card collectors. So Scott, now that we're standing in the event that you created, and it's day 3 and people are closing down and exiting, what are your thoughts now that your baby has been born officially?
I'm just super happy that the community was be able to come out, hang out for 3 nights, be able to eat, be able to hang out, and just really have a great time and a great experience. And I really just couldn't be happier with all the feedback, and this is for the community. So everyone's been super happy, and it's for us, by them, by us, and it's been incredible. I haven't still been able to think about all of it yet.
Right, yeah, no, it really was a very home-like atmosphere with the pizza, the sandwiches, the chips, the chicken fingers. This is my dinner 3 nights in a row.
Yeah.
I was telling you before.
We got cookies as well,
cookies,
brownies.
yeah.
We had giveaways. Almost every 15 minutes, we gave away over $6,000 worth of stuff. We had kids' night tonight. We're giving away packs and cases of cards, and it's just been so much fun. It's been a lot of work, but a lot of fun.
Yeah, so what has been some of that feedback that you mentioned from this usually niche part of the hobby that has been brought to the forefront by this event?
what continent do we want to do this on?
Right.
How many times can we do this a year? Are we doing this again in Chicago next year? And we're definitely going to be back in Chicago next year for sure.
Okay.
And we're going to see everything that we can do. So we're going to look and see what we can do internationally. But right now, the whole thing was to be able to execute and have a good time, and I think we did that.
Yeah, you definitely did. People are giving you hugs. You're handshaking everybody. Everybody's excited. Can you show off the pickup that you had, the Holland?
Yeah, so throughout the show, I didn't even get a chance to look at cards on the first night because I need to make sure everyone's good. Second night, I finally had a moment to look at a couple cards, check some things out. And tonight, at the beginning of the show, I ended up picking up my Erling Haaland 101 auto. So I'm super happy with being able to get this. It's the right thing that fits in my PC. And I believe I gave you something that fit in your PC.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I got the Masters Collection booklet album, which was really cool. And then I got the custom cards that you made for the event, which was a nice promo as well. So last question for you, Scott. Now that you're walking away from this event where you put down $100 for the space, a year ago, and you were all gung-ho, and now it's all come to fruition, all the planning, what are your takeaways as far as, when you walk out the door, what do you think that you'll take with you?
Just proud that I was able to bring the community together, really, first and foremost and that was really the whole goal, just to be able to have a good time, see a bunch of cool stuff, and bring everybody together, and I think we hit it out of the park there.
Yeah, you did. And you even welcomed a non-soccer guy. I got my first soccer card, that Mia Hamm, Sports Illustrated for Kids, 1992 rookie, and appreciate the welcome and you hanging out, spending time.
No, thank you. It's been a pleasure being able to hang out with you guys, and so happy you guys have been able to include this in part of the national experience, and we've just had a blast.
All right, Craig, we're here with a very faithful hobby listener and a hobby friend, Dom, Cardfather, live at the National.
First Team All Culture Collision.
And his buddy Keith in the back, soccer fan, Hoosier. All right, Dom, so what's going on here? You're from Cleveland, obviously where the National's taking place. What's it like to be back in your hometown?
It's great, man. It just feels warm and just feels great, man. It's like got to go home to the family yesterday. Had a little care package. Had a mint on my pillow. It's just there's no place like it.
That sounds lovely.
It's a little better than our hotel.
Yeah, nobody put a mint on my pillow. Just some blood stains on the bathroom. I wish I was joking, but we're here now. We're for the car.
Stains, mints.
Don, by the way, not to gas him up. First Team All Culture Collision.
Yep.
Loyal podcast listener. Nicest LeBron jambalaya in the room, I would say. Did you bring it?
Yeah.
What's the plan with that? Give us some context.
Because you got it last year. We filmed the vlog. You got it last year at the National.
The plan is to either find another jambalaya to complete the set, or I brought some other nice LeBrons. If there's a LeBron that I could color up to, it's even nicer. Maybe do a little trading cash.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's coming back home with me.
And what else was on your wish list, Dom, for this National?
Definitely LeBron. Definitely Browns, vintage, if I could find a nice Jim Brown rookie or Otto Graham rookie in a SGC or PSA slab. Or I could scratch my itch with a little late 90s Cleveland Indians. Otherwise, it's just about the vibes.
Okay.
Being in Cleveland, looking for Cleveland athletes, this is, how about that? Sorry, I got interrupted by the hot pasta. This has got to be heaven for you.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect location. You're going to find exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah. I got a bunch of Cleveland cards I could sell, trade maybe, and I'm looking forward to trade night tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wait, let's can we ask a little personal question about as a podcast listener.
Yeah.
Why do you listen to us?
Oh man, you guys are like, you need like a TV show together or something. You guys just gel so well off each other. You keep it real. You're not trying to get the likes. Congrats on the 400, plus followers.
Yeah, our 400
Hey, baby steps.
Criminally underrated in my opinion. But you just keep it real. Every day you keep it about the cards. You can tell your friendship just kind of comes through on the podcast organically. You're not trying to force anything. You're not about the sponsors. It's just all about the cards at the end of the day.
Thank you. We did our first live recording today, next to each other.
In person, yeah.
I think, good point about the followers. We talk about cool to cost ratio. How about cool to follower ratio?
That's
We've got to be up there, right?
Yeah. I would say I'd
I'll
say
take
right
that.
there at the top. But thanks, Don. That means a lot, bro. Appreciate it. Good to catch up in person, too,
Yeah,
again.
thank you guys.
You're a real one.
Yes, sir. Thank you. We're continuing our tour, speaking with some of our best friends in the hobby. And as you mentioned, Samuel Evans, the sports card collector on Instagram, also getting to know people outside of life a little bit more, their interests through cards. So we're in your very official national booth where Craig and I got to be interviewed by you. So now we're flipping this back on you, and we're talking to you about why you felt it was so important to set this booth up and have your hobby friends come in, kind of similar to what we're doing with our 100th episode.
It's been fun being on this journey because, you know, when I started in 2020 trying to figure out what I wanted my identity to be on social media as a collector, you know, I started off as someone who wanted to sell cards, and I was like, that's not who I am. And, you know, I became the sports card collector, and underneath that is this idea of the hobby experience. And, you know, over the past couple of years, I've been doing the hobby experience through my point of view, and sharing my cardboard story. And like now, I feel like I'm in a phase where now it's the hobby experience, you, and then us. And, you know, I just want to start like unpacking these stories because we're in this building and so many people coming in and out of this building. And it's like, if we're not taking the time to like say, hey, who are you? What's your name? Like, can I introduce myself? Like, what do you collect? Like, is this your first national? And just like really building community and having those like human capital moments, then we can like truly take the hobby to the next level. And you know, I'm just trying to be at the forefront of that.
And you bring in all these people in. We're looking right here at your schedule. You got everything regimented. Every 10 minutes you got a new person in, whether it's a hobby friend or somebody you think has a cool story. What do you think it is about sports cards that allows it to be such a great vehicle to learn about people?
I think we love sports cards. But the reason why we love sports cards is because they're connected to something nostalgic or memorable in our life. Whether it's watching the '91 finals when Michael Jordan just was making magic in the air and you're sitting there with your father or your siblings. Whether it's you know, having a poster on your wall and you see that same poster in a card. You know, for me in my time, it's the Michael Jordan over Patrick Ewing. You know what I mean? Like, everybody had that poster in their room. And then when we saw it on basketball cards, like, it just drew us in. And I think those are the moments that like shape who we are as collectors, and define us. And then once you start to build community, like being at Letlow and everybody who collected cards in my neighborhood, it was the show. It was for bragging rights. It was like, who has the best Jordan collection, the best Jordan inserts. And I think from there, you know, you make greatness, and you have those connections, you have those moments, those memories, and that's what truly define our like cardboard ecosystem, and that's why I'm here.
And you heard dozens and dozens of stories. Your whole job is basically sharing the community with others by setting up this booth here at the National. What's one or two stories that really stick out to you that you heard?
On a more personal note, it's like just loving your inner child, right?
Yes.
There's been a lot of people in this building, outside of this building, who haven't had that opportunity because of the things that they went through in their life. Some in their control, some not in their control. And, you know, to have the opportunity and a chance to continue to love your inner child, like it's therapeutic. It helps you deal with trauma. It helps you with your social and emotional well-being. It builds your emotional intelligence. And I just think that's important, that we all get to, no matter how old we are, you know, we get to continue to love our inner child. And like, I think some of the most intimate moments for me is walking through the showroom floor, not having my phone up, but just truly seeing the room and seeing someone who can be considered my grandfather sitting at the table in this chair, looking through commons and trying to build that set.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, this is a story right here.
Yeah.
Like, this is a person, I'm just guessing at age, probably 80 years old, 85 years old, 90 years old. and they've been in this space probably for a long time, and they're still here on this journey, building their sets, building their, collecting their cards. So, like, if that person could still love their inner child, we can love our inner child as well. So.
I think everybody needs that, the childlike joy. Similar to like Steph Curry, the way he plays. He hits a three, he's jumping around, he's celebrating. He's doing the night celebration and stuff like that. Whether it's playing an instrument, sports cards, or just any other hobby like that. And this is what I wanted to finish off with, Sam. What do you look for? Because we both, me and Craig have a podcast. You have all your content that you put out, and clearly passionate about sharing the collector's stories and how it relates to life. What do you look for, some elements in the hobby content that you like to listen to?
I just want to hear people's story. I want to learn who they are. And being able to like actively listen to someone and affirm their story, even to find something that resonates with me or something that I can take away. I think that it's just a lifelong learner in me. And that's something that I enjoy. I find it, even though it's a piece of cardboard, you can still learn. You can still learn something from them. Some insight, something historical, something that you didn't know about the card's design. Something that the reason why it resonates with them, it just gives me another point of view to explore the hobby. And that's why it's important to like listen to these stories. And that's why I'm a firm believer in like the hobby experience is bigger than me. It can't just be me, because there's so many people in this space and place, and we got to find ways to make sure that their story gets told.
All right, big man. Well, thanks so much for having
me
and Craig.
Yeah, man.
Now we get to flip the role, but we wanted to have as many hobby friends and different perspectives as we could on our 100th episode. So
I appreciate that, man. And thank you for having me and coming back, man. It was awesome to spend time with you guys. And I was looking at, obviously I posted that picture on Instagram, and like that moment, that still shot, it captured all the joy that we had in this booth for both sessions. So awesome.
All right, thanks, Sam.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you, brother.
All right, bro, we're wrapping up right outside the big show, the National, with the
no free promos.
Cybertruck. We're not sponsored, so we're not going to say what brand that truck is. Okay, what do you think, bro? Our last little cherry on top from the National.
It didn't hit me that it's ending because we were just value box digging like 5 minutes ago, but amazing weekend.
Yeah,
not much more to ask for. Just had a lot of fun. A lot of cool cards. So many stories to tell. Right? We come out the weekend. There's a lot of stories to tell.
Mike Piazza.
We're gonna have to tell that Mike Piazza story.
We'll have to go back and rehash it, flush it out a little bit more. But yeah, that was great. Biggest takeaways as you head to the Uber and hit the airport back home?
The cards that you like are out there, for sure. The Brunson collection that I came with was amazing. I was able to make a Brunson deal. Just, again, a lot of stories to talk about. People you meet, the fact that you meet people from everywhere, that this is such a diverse hobby, that's a lot of fun. There's diversity in the people, in the cards. It was a very enjoyable experience. Even though we didn't really do anything in Cleveland other than the show, the hotel, Soko. It was a great time. A really good time.
It was about the cards, but it was also about the people.
Cards and the people. They happened simultaneously.
Yep. All right, bro. Safe trip.
Peace.